This year marks the 80th anniversary of the Holocaust's end. We mourn the 6 million Jews murdered by the Nazis and their collaborators as they sought to destroy an entire people. We grieve the Roma and Sinti, the people with disabilities, and all others enslaved, persecuted, tortured, and killed. We stand alongside victims, survivors, and their families. And we renew our resolve never to forget. To allow the Holocaust to fade from memory would dishonor the past and betray the future. Remembrance is a moral act and a call to action. To know the history of the Holocaust is to know the depths to which humanity can sink. To understand how the Nazis were able to commit their heinous crimes with the complicity of others, and to comprehend that each of us has a solemn duty to speak up against hate and to stand up for the human rights of all. Following the hell of the Holocaust, countries came together, and they enshrined the dignity of every person in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. In dark times, that document remains a shining light. 80 years since the Holocaust's end, anti-Semitism is still with us, fueled by the same lies and loathing that made the Nazi genocide possible. And it is rising. Discrimination is rife. Hate is being whipped up the world over. Undisputable historical facts are being distorted, diminished, and denied. And efforts are being made to recast and rehabilitate Nazis and their collaborators. We must stand up to these outrages. In these days of division, and more than a year since the appalling 7th of October terror attacks by Hamas, we must hold fast to our common humanity. We must condemn anti-Semitism, just as we must condemn all forms of racism, prejudice, and religious bigotry. And we must renew our resolve to defend the dignity and human rights of all. Those causes go to the very core of the United Nations. We will never forget, and we will never waver in that fight.